Hello everyone, MFPallytime here. Welcome back to Heroes of the Storm. We're continuing to play the newer characters in the game that I don't have a lot of practice with, so don't expect too much here. Just trying to get comfortable with these characters so I can better form an opinion on them. Still don't think that Probius is for me, but Genji could be right up my alley. Super high mobile, high risk, high reward character. And my build that I thought was going to be really good for him ended up not being too good at all. And I missed the mark on that one, team. I missed the mark on that one. What we're going to be doing today is a hybrid of his Q and his E. We're going to be trying to use them in unison to deal a lot of damage on the battleground and hopefully kill some squishy targets. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we found ourselves in the Sky Temple today. The friendly team Cassia, Gaslo, Nazeebo, Genji, and Amazing Daniel. The enemy team Alarak, D.va, Vala, Azmodan, and Nova. So, we'll be able to push some lanes. We'll be able to push some lanes, team. As far as dealing damage, that might be something that we struggle with a little bit. Swift is the wind, coming out at level 1. Hitting enemy hero with Swift Strike increases Genji movement speed by 30% for 3 seconds. I don't know if this is the best one to use. I really do think you can go with anything you want to at level 1. But we're gonna dash in. If we hit a target, we'll run faster for a little bit. Our Q ability is Shuriken. This works on a pretty unique ammo system. So, it's not charges, it's ammo, and all of your ammo is refilled with one charge, if that makes sense. So, ooh, should not have done that. Mistakes were made, team. We deflected a little bit of damage back. So if we throw one shuriken right now, you'll see that it starts to regenerate a little bit down at the bottom, and we have 2 shots left. No matter how many shots we have left, we will immediately go up to 3. Oh, we gotta leave. We'll immediately go up to 3 when that circle finishes spinning. And these shuriken, you throw 3 projectiles, they all can hit a target, you can shotgun people, you can deal that burst damage up close if you can get in range. Your W ability is deflect, you become immune to damage for 1.5 seconds, or 1.25, and then you will absorb that damage and return a shuriken to the nearest hero, actually, not necessarily the person who dealt that damage to you. But you can do some cool things like positioning like this, and then going in with deflect and shit. I used my trait on accident there. I'll fully admit, I mean, I'm sure you guys already know, you could tell just by looking at my character sheet. Not a lot of time with Genji at all. I did play him at the press summit, but only like 2 or 3 games. And since he's been live, I think you guys have already seen every game I've played with him. It's not something that I've been practicing or anything. So there is going to be a lot of mistakes here. But I'll just try to give you general knowledge of the character as best as I can. So we messed up our engage there just a little bit, but we can reflect a lot of damage back here. It turns out the Azmodan laser probably not the best idea versus Genji, because I was able to throw all of that damage into his friend, into Vala, and take her down. Now our E ability is Swift Strike, and this is a dash forward. You cannot cancel it early. You go the full distance of the dash. And after using that dash, if you kill someone in a 2-second window, I believe, you will be able to use the dash again. And it does deal a small amount of damage. We're talking about 250 at this level. It's not very much at all. And then our trait allows us to jump around a little bit. So, pretty good trait. Pretty good mobility. You can do stuff like that. Get out of harm's way really, really quickly. It's one of the things I like about Genji. I think he's really exciting to watch just because of all the mobility he has. And he doesn't have a ton of damage by any means, but he does have some really good harass. And that allows him to make plays like no other character in the game. His mobility also on pretty short cooldowns. And the reaction time necessary to make deflect actually viable, I think, is pretty exciting as well. But we can jump in, deal some good damage to D.va. And this should be a kill if I can click on things. There we go. Beautiful. Genji's auto attack does not lock on like Tracer's or Zarya's or Lucio's. You have to individually click each time, which I think adds to the skill cap of the character. That adds more room for error, for sure. So as you can see there, when I was chasing D.va around, I was auto attack moving, and it clicked on a minion instead. So that's always fun. I do really enjoy watching people play Genji. And I think he's a character that I'll enjoy a lot, because I'm really good at Zeratul. And they kind of had the same mentalities. They do a lot of the same stuff. So for instance, we can jump in here, harass this guy, get a deflect going. He unfortunately didn't try to combo me. Now his silence would actually stop my deflect, just in case you're keeping track at home. Ouch. So, Even though I would send 43 damage back to him, he would get rid of my shield instantly, which could be kind of difficult to deal with. I'm sure I don't have to tell you. Let's see if we can go help out our Asmodeans. I don't know. Doesn't really look like it. Basically, my role for the team is to roam around and try to get as many kills as possible. We don't have very good lane clear. In fact, we... Oh, that scared me. Was that friendly or enemy? Those... I could tell. Fuck, that's going to be a problem. At level 7, we are going to go for dodge. I think this is one of the best defensive talents you can get in the entire game. Genji dodges 1 heroic basic attack every 8 seconds. Stores up to 3 charges. So frustrating if you're playing as Nova and you're trying to kill Genji. So as we're just roaming around here, we're getting charges of dodge. And we're going to be able to completely dodge an attack from an enemy every 8 seconds, just like it says. Now, if you're going against D.Va, that's not a lot of auto attacks dodge at all. You barely get any value there. But if you're going against Nova, or maybe Alarak, characters with a bit slower cooldowns, or a bit slower, what am I trying to say? Actions per minute? I don't fucking know. Attack speed. That's what I was looking for. Then all of a sudden, it gets a lot more valuable. Now, I don't think I could trade with that Asmodean just yet. We could deal a lot of damage to him, and at level 10, I will try to hunt him down, especially if he continues to overextend like that. Now, the objective is up in the bottom lane, but we're pushing top, and I was saving mid, so I actually didn't make it down there during the thing, but it looks like people are doing okay now. That's going to be a kill on Nova. And you can see the cooldown of my E ability was reset, so if we wanted to use it again, we most definitely could. I'm assuming I'm about to be dunked, so we're going to have to reposition here just a little bit. It is pretty important that I stack up that shuriken damage as fast as possible. We'll go ahead and jump out of range of this, grab the sippy cup, and then we could re-engage. We do have X-Strike now. This is the ultimate I would recommend. The Dragon Blade does a lot of damage, and I really thought the Dragon Blade was going to be the go-to. I really thought it was going to be the best choice. But quite simply, I don't think it is. Oh, we dodged the silence. We can reposition with our jump, stay safe, get behind our Asmodean, get behind that meat shield, and this should be a dead D.Va. I don't think there's any way for her to get out of there. Good job, team! Alright. Middle lane is being pushed by Asmodean right now. We do not have our ability off cooldown. There is some really cool stuff you can do with X-Strike. So, for instance, if the enemy Nova does go for triple tap, we don't know what her ultimate choice is yet, but if she does go for triple tap, we can full-on dodge that damage just by disappearing into the air with X-Strike and then falling back to the ground. Essentially, it works just like 7-sided strike, so you don't exist for a moment and then you exist again after the ability is done. So anything that's target on top of you, you could just simply get out of. There's another ability that works like that too. 7-sided strike and... I can't think of it. Also, I'm about to die. Let's go. Let's get out of there. It's not the only ability that does it. I mean, there's a few mechanics in the game like that already, too. So, not that uncommon. But, using that at the right time is really where all of the... Oh, that wasn't real? Using it at the right time is really where all the skill comes into play. Where I think with Dragon Blade, you could deal a lot more damage. Don't get me wrong. You could deal a massive amount of damage with Dragon Blade. But the issue is that you also make yourself a lot more vulnerable. And in most cases, you're just going to be focused down and killed. And as you can see, we're pretty squishy. We're going to have to go back to the base quite a bit during this game just to refuel, just to get HP back. Just try to stay healthy during this match because we don't have a healer. I'm going to go ahead and grab this vision. Hopefully more people rotate up to the top. We are going to go for Shingen. At level 13, this increases our single target damage with our shuriken. So if we do things like hit Asmodean and only Asmodean with the shuriken, all of a sudden he will be hurting. You can see that I'm trying not to stay too long versus that Asmodean. I really do see Genji as a harassing character, not a sustained damage character. So I'm just going to jump in, do whatever damage I can, and then leave. And the ultimate goal is just trying to trade favorably, not die, get back to the base alive, and then live to fight another day. That's the plan, anyway. I don't know if that's the optimal way to play Genji. That's just my approach to him today. Looks like we have Nova right here. Reflect. I reflected some stuff. Probably could have killed her with X-Strike if I wanted to continue. But you'll notice I fought as long as I had cooldowns to fight. The second my cooldowns were gone, I left. And that is how I'm trying to trade. He's going to have his shurikens going. We're going to leave team. Whoop. Dodge that, boys! Dodge that, boys! Yeah! Now, I don't like using X-Strike that way. There's nothing enjoyable about using X-Strike that way. I mean, other than living, I guess. That's pretty enjoyable. But it's so good for escaping that, I mean, I don't feel bad about it. I may have said that I felt bad about it earlier. I don't feel bad about it. We lived. We can go back to these. We can get some more mana and then go join our team. Like it ain't no thing. I would actually like to contest bottom a little bit. This game feeling a little one-sided. I thought they would definitely have the team fight. I haven't seen D.va in a while. Does she AFK?
You have stolen enough.
She's up there. Okay. All right. Now, Genji can actually do some really cool stuff on Brax's holdout because the boss attacks so fast. Just a barrage of attacks on a single target. What Genji can do is actually just deflect all of those attacks back onto the boss and kill the boss very, very quickly. I don't believe you even have to take talents for that. Like, you don't need this reflect here at level 16. By the way, we are going for final cut, just so we can deal some extra damage on our dash, which I should be utilizing more. Essentially, we could get Li Ming resets with the dash, and I haven't been doing that. I swear to God, I hit her. Where is she? Dude. No, don't snipe me. She's right here. Why can I not hit her? Stop, there we go. Finally. Oh, I should have reflected that damage. That was almost really bad. I could have saved myself from that explosion there, and I did not do it because I was so focused. I was so focused on this Nova. She was tilting me real hard, team. Tilting me real hard. We can dash right in, help take down D.va. I like the intent there with the Valkyrie. It fell a little short, unfortunately. Now we could do something. Never mind. So I have this theory about. It's a disease, honestly. It's called gray mane syndrome. And it's when a player sees opportunities that just aren't there. And what was going through my head when D.va was running away was, well, I could use my ult and dive in, and then I would have my trait, and I could reposition and all that kind of shit. Oh, that was bad. Whoa! Shit, no! Oh, she dodged me at the last second! It's not fair! I was trying to kill you! Uh-oh. Reposition, team. I mean, I know we're hitting... Wow, we just won. What a fast fucking game. A little too fast, if you ask me. A little too fast, if you ask me. I guess the push was superior. I didn't really feel like I got to play a lot of Genji there. Kind of feels bad. We didn't even get MVP. Well, this was the start of something beautiful, I hope. This was the start of my love of Genji. Because that felt a lot better than me trying to do these gimmicky little deflect stuffs. But that was good. That felt good. I believe this is one of the top builds right now. There's a few variations you can do, mostly at level 1 and then your 13 and 16 talents. Rate my connection quality, it was fine. It's such a weird thing to rate. I guess not really, actually. So our damage is pretty competitive. I felt like I did my job. I was harassing a lot. That felt good. The talents I went for today, Swift as the Wind, Shuriken Mastery, Dodge, which I think Dodge is fantastic. Cannot stress that enough, especially against Nova and Alarak, because they don't actually attack that fast. So you can actually dodge a lot of damage with that. Shingen at level, X-Strike at 10, Shingen at 13, and then Final Cut at 16. I would have gone for, let's see, what would I have gone for? I would have probably gone for the Sharpened Stars, so our Shuriken could continue to pierce since we had the Shuriken quest in the first place. That's my best guess. But that's it for me today, boys. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, please be sure to hit the thumbs up button. And remember,
I need healing.
Okay, bye!